Hey guys, this is Jannecke. It's early Saturday morning in Oslo, and I'm actually going to a workshop that I'm very excited about. And I was thinking about it, like I haven't been to a workshop for such a long time. And I guess it's because I got an overdose of it in my 20s. Like I went to all these different workshops, and I felt like each time the teacher were like promising us that now things will change within you, and they kind of never did in me. And I even went to India and I didn't have a big breakthrough. So I think that I started pursuing spirituality in my own way, I guess, doing interviews and doing my own work. So I've been steering away from workshops. But this lady, Marit Reitan, her name is, she gave me a reading and it really, really resonated with me. And she's really down to earth. And she even said that, many people think that you can't read yourself because that's what we're gonna learn, to read ourselves. And she says that's totally wrong. And I'm so excited to see if she's right, if we're able to read ourselves and if I'm able to. So I will let you know how I think the course was. Bye. Hey everybody, it's Sunday and I'm still on the workshop and it's been really, really good. I'm so glad that I went. So we're learning to read ourselves, and many say that that's not possible. And Marit, who's the teacher, she believes we can. And why shouldn't we be able to do that? I mean, it's being openness to wisdom. Your own wisdom and your own knowledge is just tapping into it. And this is just a technique on how to actually tap into the information you have about yourself from your higher self or from your soul or whatever you want to call it. And I guess because I was reflecting, why haven't I been going to so many workshops these past 4 years? Well, I think I needed to have more intellectual knowledge because I needed to believe in this stuff. Like I have a rational mind that is so skeptical, and I'm trying not to blame myself for that because that's my upbringing. I come also from Norway, where we have the jantelov. You're not supposed to be somebody. It's like this invisible law. And it's a very intellectual society, and my family is very intellectual. So we've always been talking about evidence and proof and science and stuff like that. So that's in the back of my mind. So when I see something, when I try to see through my third eye, I'm like, oh, I'm just making this up. So I don't have confidence in what I'm seeing, and I'm just thinking, no, this is just rubbish. And then I'd rather do interviews and hear other people talk about it, because then I believe in it, but I don't really believe in my own experiences. Maybe you can identify with that. A few years ago, like I've told you, I had an astral experience, or many, but then I was so dedicated. And I got the results. But when it comes to reading myself and trusting my intuition, I haven't been. Maybe I haven't had faith in my own intuition and stuff like that. Yeah, there wasn't people walking by here. I'm at the top of the opera right now. It's so foggy. I mean, otherwise it would be such a beautiful view here. It was yesterday though, but then it was crowded with people, so I couldn't make a vlog. But my point is that these belief systems, they are in our bodies, in our systems, in our subconsciousness. And I feel like I'm changing my subconsciousness in a little bit, my belief about that I actually can trust the messages that are coming to me more and more. And it's like I need so much confirmation. I still need confirmation. That's why I'm doing interviews and interviews. Of course, there's many reasons for me doing interviews. It goes a lot deeper than that. But I definitely need to hear it again and again. And what Marit says, when we read ourselves, we do it through the third eye. Everything we see, everything that comes up is information. Nothing is wrong. And we tend to think like, oh, I'm supposed to see a rose and then I see a teddy bear. I mean, it's wrong. No, nothing is wrong. Everything is information about you, about something you can learn about yourself. So you should then ask, why am I seeing a teddy bear? What does this teddy bear mean? So when you do that, when you trust what you see, that there's always a message, you start building up this trust in what you see. And I really feel like I'm ready for this work now, because I'm open. I don't sit there and have all this resistance that I used to have. Maybe I've worked through a lot of resistance. I think actually I've had so much resistance that I've worked through it, and now I'm more open and ready. And I think also it has to do with the level of consciousness we are on. Like you can go to a class and don't understand anything, like you're not taking in anything, and then all of a sudden you are taking it in because you are on another level. You have raised your frequency. I think we're constantly growing, and then we shift our states of consciousness. So maybe a few years ago I wasn't vibrating at that frequency that enabled me to take in that information, but now I am. I think Matt Kahn talked about this in one of my interviews. He talked about it in the terms of being in the 5th dimension and moving to the 6th dimension. And maybe, yeah, I'm moving into the 5th dimension. I don't know. I'm not that into categorizing things. I try to lose the categories. But if we talk about awakened state and not awakened state, maybe there's not like either or. Maybe it's just levels all the way. Maybe we are like opening up more and more and more. And when we're reaching new levels of consciousness, then we are able to perceive information in a totally different way that we weren't able to before. So I think that's what's happening with me, and I'm really excited about that. And also I want to add that I said in this other vlog that I did that I have this yes but brain. And Marit actually gave me a technique for that, and so I'm gonna crawl on my feet and on my knees for 7 weeks, 7 minutes each day, and that apparently balances the left brain and the right brain. And I'm gonna do that. Like, I tried to do it before Christmas, and I stopped after 2 weeks because I thought it was so silly. But that's resistance, right? So this time I'm going to do it, and I'm gonna go let you guys know how it works, because I think that will help me also to open up to a different, more open mind, that I'm more open to receive, and not always finding, you know, the problem with everything, because I think that stops me a lot. Being too skeptical stops me. I mean, healthy skepticism is good, but it can also stop your development if you always find like a but with everything. Sometimes you just have to try, right? I mean, stopping after 2 weeks, then I can't see if it did work or not. So I will do it for 7 weeks, and I will see if it makes a change, and I will let you guys know. So now I want to go back to the workshop, and I'm also going to interview Marit. She said that she was open to do it in English as well. I'm excited about that. Yeah, I'm excited for you to learn more about her work, and I hope I got some inspiring information here. I guess my point of this vlog was to say that sometimes we need to get information in a lot of times, like many times, before we can actually take it in. And perhaps if you're not ready for it, you're not ready for it, and that's fine. But maybe in 5 years you will be, and then the time is right. So accept where you are. I'm trying to do that also. I am where I am, and now I was open for this, and who knows what's gonna happen. Much light from foggy Oslo. Bye bye.